What's up, Sal?
What's up?
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's episode. What episode are we?
4-4. Woo!
Okay, see?
4-4.
Now we have it right. 4-4.
I mean,
Last
it's
week I
easy to do
was
4-4. Really, we're not like going like what? Wait, what?
yeah, but like last week I was confused. I thought you put 44 and you have 43.
I know, right?
Remember that whole spiel?
Probably an extra finger I have somewhere.
Probably, or I'm just dyslexic or something. But yeah. So yeah, welcome back, everybody. We had an exciting weekend of the Bundesliga again. Um, I was not triggered this weekend because yes, I did see a little bit more in the celebrations, that sort and stuff. How did you enjoy your Bundesliga experience this weekend, Sal?
It's good. More scores, more Timo, more everything. Let's do this. More, and more. I mean, it's the only football we have. But before we get into Bundesliga, let's give a round of applause to Spain. La Liga is coming back the 11th
Yes,
of June. So big round of applause. We're gonna see that happen.
party time.
We're gonna see Real Madrid try to actually win the league this time.
Always taking shots, man. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna sip my tea. What you should be doing, but I'll do it for you.
Should I go grab the shirt?
Please don't do it. Please don't do it. All right. So to the Bundesliga. We still got a couple weeks away. I believe June 12th is La Liga. So we got like what, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Exciting. So yeah, we jump back to Germany, to good old Dutchland. What is the first game we had on the scorecard here?
The Berlin Derby. Hertha versus
Berlin.
Union.
Yeah. So for shits and giggles, I picked Union, which was the wrong pick because Hertha Berlin put the smackdown on Union. I guess it was more they won because you were wearing the actual shirt last week.
It's the luck of the shirts. I mean,
I'm gonna say it's the
I pick a team and they're gonna win, so that means Wolfsburg is gonna beat Kai Havertz's Leverkusen this week. Let's do this.
Yeah, we'll see. Kai Havertz is getting some attention in the rumor mill. We'll get to that though because I have an interesting question that I think I don't know. I feel like I've seen it. I think I saw it brought up, but I'm not sure. It should be a bigger point brought up because what? Kai Havertz is what? Midfielder, forward?
Midfield for number 9.
So he's just like he could do kind of both in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Because I could have sworn he was a midfielder, and then like when I was looking at the game statistics and all that, he was actually I believe he was in that 9 position.
He's like that false 9, that like new type 9, whatever you want to call it in today's modern football, soccer.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay. So it makes sense why I saw the question that I saw brought up, and then I'll ask you a little bit later. And it's kind of like what we talked about last week about with Timo, so it'll be kind of in the same boat. What did you see the massive difference between Hertha Berlin and Union?
First half was boring. I'll put it that way. There not much going on the first half. I think the second half, Hertha came out. They wanted the game, and we saw the first goal within the first, I think it was 2-3 minutes of play coming back. Then afterwards, it was 3 unanswered goals in like the span of 15 minutes, which is incredible from Hertha. I think that they found something having Klinsmann leave and their new coach there. So there's a system now coming into place for Hertha, which will keep them mid-table. I don't think they won't climb out of a mid-table spot. They won't grab a European spot. But for them, it's a good season. The one play from that game that sticks out, I think it was the third goal. One of the players tried to go for a bicycle kick. I don't know if you saw it, Mario. But
no,
the ball was crossed
I missed
into
that one.
Yeah, the ball was crossed into him, and he flat out landed on his ass trying to do a bicycle kick. And I was just laughing, and then I was like, oh, we scored. Oh, hey, let's go.
Nice. Yeah, because they did, as you mentioned, the coach. They did find a good coach or manager, however you want to call it. 3 goals against Hoffenheim, and they added a 4 this week. So 7 goals in 2 games, 6 points out of 6. And the first coming back from this thing that had just happened or is still happening. So yeah, they're on a roll. Who do they play next?
They are playing next Wednesday against Leipzig.
Leipzig.
I
think they hit the wall there. I think. Well, I don't know. We'll talk about that when prediction time comes. But yes, at least they had a good 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, I say the player of the game was Ibisevic. I don't know. I think I'm right. The man had 1 goal, 1 assist. So he did put up some numbers and contributed to 2 of the 4 goals. And yeah, that's kind of how I saw it in that sense. I didn't really write down the rest of the stats. I could have, but yeah, I got a little bit lazy.
Yeah, anyway. It was too early in the morning for for me especially.
Yeah, I'm usually watching these games with my eyes like slightly open. My schedule's all over the place, so forgive me. The next game that we can move on to is Werder Bremen and Freiburg. Werder Bremen gets the win 1-0, and they had a red card, but it really didn't make a difference because that was super late in the game. And what can you say? Werder Bremen is battling in the relegation, right?
Yeah,
so that was a boost for them.
Like I said, any 2 losses in a row probably settles their fate as far as if they stay up in the Bundesliga or they go down. I'm hoping they don't go down, but time will tell.
Well, currently they're still stuck in the same position in the relegation zone. Fortuna Düsseldorf is making sure to cling on as tightly as they can to that playoff relegation spot. The man of the match in that game for me was Pavdenka, the goalkeeper. Keeps a clean sheet, so you can't argue with that. At least if you want to argue with me, then yeah, whatever, that's cool. But clean sheet is a clean sheet. Your team has a better chance of winning. 7 saves, so the man actually did some work. He wasn't just helped out by the rest of the 10 players on the pitch. What was the next game we had? I believe it was another relegation team. Was it that Paderborn? Yeah, Paderborn and Hoffenheim. One's in 9th place, and the other is on the other half of the table, downwards, in 18th. And Hoffenheim could only manage a draw. But Paderborn is, I think we're talking about this. Were we just talking about this live, or were we talking about this before
we got on?
Yeah, before we got on, right? Yeah, I was so like confused. I was like, this just happened. Yeah, Paderborn just seems like they're gonna just hit the cruise button, and a draw for them is like, yeah, like we didn't lose. Let's move forward.
Yep.
I don't feel like they're gonna hurt anybody's season or put it in jeopardy. They already know what's happening with them, so I feel like they're just here for the ride now. But hey, they're not losing, so it's not bad either. But you got to get out of that relegation zone. So a win would help you a lot. For me, and the man of match in that one was Kade. All right, excuse my pronunciation. This is gonna be No, not difficult, but you know me. Katarabic, Katarabic, Katarabic.
Rabbit.
That's how you say it, rabbit.
Rabbit. Uh-huh. Rabbit.
Why do you say it like that?
Rabbit. Rabbit. Yeah. Rabbit.
Okay.
Rabbit.
The man had right. It's like you're trying to figure it out. Okay, well, whatever. We're somewhat there. The man had 1 assist, so he contributed to his team's goal. 71% passing success and 2 tackles. So, man put in some work. Yeah, not much. It's a 1-1 draw against Paderborn. You really can't expect much more.
Mm-hmm.
What game do we have after that one? What was on the?
Was it Wolfsburg or was it Bremen? No, it was Wolfsburg. Dortmund, right? Yeah. Wolfsburg.
Yeah, I believe most of these games are all on the same time schedule, but yeah, like in the order that I guess they had them in.
Yeah, Wolfsburg, Dortmund.
Yeah, Dortmund. So yeah, Dortmund shows again why they're a dangerous team. They made a lot of opportunities, scoring opportunities. Well, created a lot of scoring opportunities. They barely let Wolfsburg hold on to the ball. Another red card in this game, but the game was already said and done in a sense because 2-0 up. Wolfsburg's not really doing anything. Who do they like? I can't even remember like a player from their team. Like at like present moment.
For Wolfsburg, the only one I know is Uli Lanes, who U.S. international, who gets his start. Who doesn't get? I shouldn't say gets a start, but it's traveling with the team for the game. I believe it's tomorrow.
Okay. Well, hopefully he'll see some minutes because we do like to see our Americans up on the pitch in the international club level. So, yeah, Jadon Sancho, another assist. I believe he was the first player to 30 goals contributed.
30 goals, yeah, contributed, yep.
Right. So I believe it's 14 goals, 16 assists, something like that.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So the guy is out of this world. And he continues to show it. Guerrero, the fullback, is continuing to show that he has some attacking power. Could give Alphonso Davies a run for his money.
Too early to tell. Too early.
You think so?
I'm not gonna.
He scored in the last 2 games.
I'll give Alphonso Davies a little bit more.
Okay, but you'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But Guerrero is.
He's up there. He's getting there. He's creeping there. He's creeping there. I mean, yeah. If he continues this, then you have to say between him and Davies,
right.
pick your poison at that point.
Okay. Then I'll agree with you on that term. The man of the match, though, to me, is Delaney. No, man, I'm not gonna be so biased. That's just like, man, like. Even though the boy is coming back. Okay, anyways, I'll party later. Delaney had 86% pass succession, 1 dribble, and 4 tackles, holding down the center defensive midfield. Right? That's what he plays? I believe that's what he plays. Yeah. So I feel like even though, you had Guerrero scoring. Who scored the other goal? Yeah, so you see, like, the fullbacks is doing work for Dortmund. Yep. Come on, man. Alphonso Davies, relax, bro. Even though you are a CONCACAF player, I got to give you props on that one. But yeah, Dortmund fullbacks are pretty, could you say the Dortmund fullbacks are like Liverpool fullbacks? Like the way they support the team?
The way they're, yes, I will. Because if you switch Klopp and Favre, I think you get the same results. It's just that Liverpool does have better quality players at this point, but
better midfield, definitely.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'd say the Dortmund, fullbacks can give the Liverpool fullbacks a run for their money any day of the week.
All right. I like how we're kind of seeing eye to eye here. I like it. All right, what game do we have next, Sal? Oh yeah, and by the way, did I mention the red card made no difference,
No.
right? Okay,
Nope.
cool.
Uh,
All right.
Gladbach and Leverkusen.
Disappointing, yes, I'll
Yeah, that
agree.
was.
Disappointing. The beautifulest sounding name in all of German football, Mönchengladbach, and they aren't glad with this score. I'll tell you that. Leverkusen takes the 3-1 win, but the man of the hour is Kai Havertz. What do you think about Kai Havertz, Sal? Give me your opinion, since everybody on Twitter football has had theirs.
I will rate him below my guy Timo Werner. I don't think that he can score on a dime. I think he can score on a dime at any point in time. I just think Timo is a better finisher at this point. If I'm starting a team and I have to pick a striker between the two, I'll take Timo all day, every day. They're both similar in age, right?
24-20, something like that.
Yeah, so it's still similar. They're not at their peak yet, so it's still a while before we see what happens. But Timo, I believe, is better prepared for Europe. He can go to any league and show it off. I don't think Kai has that yet, which is why I see him moving to Bayern. Not next year. Not next year, not this coming season, but probably the year after that. He moves over to Bayern because Lewandowski's getting to be at that age now where you have to start thinking, all right, what's his replacement going to be? And it just looks more and more like Kai will be his replacement, but I don't rate him above Timo, and I sure as hell will not rate him above Erling Haaland, the Terminator, at this point.
All right. Well, you took what I said earlier. I had a question, and you answered it without even me asking it. So yes, I would have to agree. If I were building a team, and you asked me to pick between Timo Werner and Kai Havertz, I would probably go with Werner because yes, the man can score. Kai Havertz is just popping up onto the scene right now. Yes, the early resume is impressive, but there's there's not more statistical data compared to what Timo has shown time and time again. It's just unfortunate that you see Kai going to Bayern Munich, but I guess that's what the Bundesliga is about. They have a stud pop up, and Bayern Munich is like, yeah, thanks. We just we gotta keep you guys below us, so we're gonna get all the best players that we can, kind of deal. And yeah, that's unfortunate.
I'll add this. Yeah. I'll add that ESPN reported, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, that the Bundesliga is considering going to a how can I say it, salary cap type model. We don't know when that might happen, but for some reason I feel that they'll buy up Kai and they'll probably buy up another player, and then boom, salary cap hits, so that they don't have to suffer for buying up Kai Havertz and whoever else they buy up. But do I think that has to happen? It would make the Bundesliga less fun, in my opinion. It would make European football in general would make it boring if it switches to a salary cap type model at that point.
Yeah, like we're gonna start getting into things of like the NFL and the NBA, and we already see what that does. But like, yeah, and like the thing is, like, you only see like certain players get certain deals, and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like if a team wants to pay you the money, let them pay you the money. There shouldn't be any holdbacks or any. If they have it, spend it. Like, I don't know. But I guess in terms, could that destroy the whole buyout clauses then? Because some teams have, well, I say some teams, but the one team I can think of right off the bat is Real Madrid. We have ridiculous buyout clauses for a couple of players on our team. So would that damper, like, if Europe follows that model?
I think it'll just why even bother with the buyout clause at that point if every team is going to be at the same playing field.
Right.
Like, why am I going to bother paying $100 million to get, say, Sancho, right? I'm going to pay Dortmund $200 million to get him out of his deal when I can just wait for his deal to like expire, offer him a max contract, boom, come over. That's it.
Yeah. I think, yeah, like, in a sense, that would open up to like, yeah, the format that we have here in the States. You trade like a player for player, or things of that nature. And I don't know, that's kind of tricky because, well, I guess it's in every sport. Every player, both players that you trade aren't the same quality.
Yep.
You think they are, but you're basing it like, I don't know. I don't really know what the model is that they base it on, but yeah, like you're going for a like for like when it really isn't, I guess you could say. But I don't know.
I mean, let's say it this way: Barcelona want Lautaro from Inter, and to get Lautaro, Inter wants Arthur first of all, and they want Semedo, I think, or I forgot who else they want, but they want 2 or 3.
I think so. Yeah, I think
medium talents, right? They want 2 or 3 medium talents, but Barca's like, no, here's Vidal, here's who else is there? But they want to get rid of the old guys. First of all, they don't want to give up, so it's trickier in the sport of soccer than it is in basketball at that point. So
yeah, in any other sport, yeah, that's why I don't know. Hopefully, it's an idea and then it gets shot down. I don't mean to be negative Nancy or anything, but yeah. All right, so did I give my player of the match for that game? Yeah, right? Delaney?
No.
Okay, cool. Wait, what game are we on? Gladbach.
Leverkusen.
Yeah, all right. So, well, we talked about him. He's not better than Timo Werner, but the man Kai Havertz deserves the man of the match. He got 2 goals, and that's it. that's all I really have. Like 2 goals, and he lit up Twitter. It was freaking fireworks, Kai Havertz fireworks in the sky everywhere, and I was just like, "Come on, people!" Like, I've heard of him before. Like, yeah, good talent, but I don't know, man. I think it's just it also could be the delirium of not having sports for so long. And then we finally get the Bundesliga, and that's the only thing that we get to see. So we're just like, oh man, like greatness, like just how it was with, I think, Thorgan Hazard last week. Everybody was just like, oh man, and it's just like, yeah, like he's great. He's always been good. Like, I don't know why it's like a shocker to everybody. I guess because more people are probably watching it. So like the people that don't know are the people that are blowing it out of proportion, I guess. But whatever. So we move on. I digress. What do we got next?
Bayern.
Oh, the slaughter. Okay. Yeah. Frankfurt gets well, they did let it it's funny. The guy that scored, who's the player that scored for Frankfurt? I forget his name. It's like I don't even want to say it because I know it's something crazy.
Martin Hintinger.
Okay. He ends up scoring 3 goals in this game, but he scores the last one for Bayern Munich. So that's unfortunate. The man has a hat trick, but 2 only go for his team. Yeah. So that's unfortunate. And then the big blow up from this game is, of course, nonetheless, we talked about him earlier. I kind of maybe tried to put Guerrero in his league. I don't know, but I think if they're close, I guess you could say. The man is Alphonso Davies, 1 assist, 1 goal, 78% pass success. But, I'm sure with more experience and he's probably had better games with better pass success. It's 1 game. I can't really hit the guy. He did make 3 tackles, as he does play left back for Bayern. In Canada, he's known to play more forward. But even for Bayern, he plays forward. So I guess it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
I believe Wondolowski. Wow. Oh my God. All right, I'm out. I'm out.
Oh man, that's one of those fuck Wando moments. No, people, no.
All right,
No,
all right,
no,
all
no.
right, all right. Woo! Probably
All
shouldn't have.
right.
All right, I probably shouldn't have started the pregame yet. All right. Anyways, Lewandowski had a goal. Coleman, right? Coleman.
Yep.
And hold on, I'm gonna get this. Alfonso, Coleman, Lewandowski,
No, not Coleman. Not
and
Coleman. Not Coleman.
no, not Coleman.
No.
Mueller,
Yeah.
and then damn it. Oh my God, it's
Come on, man.
You're gonna have to help me on this one. No, I can't.
Goretzka.
I thought it was Coleman.
Goretzka.
Goretzka, he was the first one. That's right. Son of a gun. All right, so Goretzka. You see, now that's a midfielder right there. For
Yes.
people who don't watch the Bundesliga a lot, that is a midfielder that everybody should know, and it's unfortunate that he plays at Bayern Munich. I feel like he should be playing in like the Premier League or La Liga. That would do him tons of good.
The notoriety that he deserves, being at a top level club somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Goretzka is a great midfielder. All right. So yeah, I said man and match Alfonso Davies, 1 goal, 1 assist. And I gave you some other details. Yeah, Bayern's on a roll. They're staying in first. They don't want to let it go. And we'll talk about them in maybe a couple minutes again. But yeah, what do you think Frankfurt's missing? Because I feel like they lost last week.
Yeah, they lost. No, they lost or they drew.
No, I think they lost.
They lost.
Who did they play last week? Dusseldorf, Paderborn, Mainz, Bayern.
Oh, Gladbach. Gladbach 3-1. 3-1, yeah.
Yeah.
Gladbach lost 3-1 this time.
Yeah. That's the Bundesliga.
Yep. But yeah,
they're just missing some firepower, right, and a little bit of defense.
I think losing Luka Jovic to Madrid really cost them, because it was their firepower that they had all last season. So
yeah.
If you're a club, and I'm just saying this, I'm not, I'm sure none of the big clubs or whatever are listening to us, but if they are, heed my words, fuckers. And I do say fuckers up top. If you sell a player, make sure you have a replacement for that fucker in the back channel somewhere. Because if you don't have a replacement for, and I'll say a Timo Werner, a Kai Havertz, Luka Jovic, even when you get to the very top, a Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, if you do not have the right player to bring in to replace a talent, even for a bit, just for production-wise, you're going to suffer. And that's basically what it is. And, okay, I should take Cristiano out of that category, because that is a once-in-a-lifetime talent that you can't replace. You could bring in...
but even then... But you by replacement, you just mean like someone to cover maybe half of the productivity that player brought to the team.
Yeah, you don't need 30, 40 goals. You need 10 to 12, maybe 15 at least for the season. And that having that at least gives you that edge to say, oh, instead of being in second, now I'm in 10th because I can't fucking score a damn goal. I mean, again, it's one of these things. I mean, defenders, to me, are easier to pick out of trees. Same thing with goalies. You can pick them out of trees easily. A striker, though, a good striker, you have to have the right replacement. And that is what they missed. They missed a striker. End of the story.
And then again, what in the defense of Frankfurt, it's not easy to find a backup, I guess you could say, of the sort, or a reinforcement in the sense that easy on the market, especially if they were to go for one, they'd probably be paying more than what they got for Luka Jovic. So that could probably be a 2, and that's probably why they held off and thought what they had was gonna get them through. And well, they're not doing super bad, but they could be doing better. And they saw better last season, so you figure where are they right now? They're 14th. Well, they dropped to 14th, so like yeah, they're inching closer to the relegation, so they might want to watch out and try to pick up a win soon, or pick up a win soon. Did I give mine?
Man of
Yeah,
the match?
okay,
No.
yeah,
Did you?
Alfonso Davies. Yeah, Alfonso Davies.
Okay.
All right. The next game. I'm gonna love this one. So recently I've been waking up at 7 in the morning to watch this team. I want to say lovely team because it's the team I go for and I root for in the Bundesliga. Yeah, but they're not giving me reason to want to continue to wake up. So I'm done with it. I'm gonna have to say Schalke. I don't know. I don't. I want to be rude, but I'm not that kind of person.
Go suck
But
a
yes,
nut, Chalk.
oh, geez. So yeah, Augsburg wins 3-0, beats Schalke. Schalke goes from losing 4-0 to Borussia Dortmund, and now goes and now loses to Augsburg 3-0. So that's 7 goals that you give up in 2 games. It's pretty horrendous. And one of the goals was so depressing. Trying to pass around in the back, you lose the ball, and your goalkeeper gets, just ran around and boom, goal. I was just like, come on, dude. I was like, come on. I'm not staying awake. I'm not trying. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It was just horrendous.
I'm not waking up for fucking this kind of fucking ass.
Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. Schalke, I got off the bus at the previous exit. I'm waiting for the next bus. I don't know. It might be Mönchengladbach at this point. I freaking don't know, man. It's horrendous. Man of the match. Where are we at here? I have it written down somewhere. Augsburg player, Udukai. He is
Bless you.
there. Huh?
Bless you. Did you sneeze?
I believe I did. I don't know. Udukai, something like that. I think he's like their central defender, if I remember correctly. The man had 71% pass possession, so yeah, he's probably a defender. I'm probably correct in that sense. Only 1 tackle, but he did win 8 aerial duels won, so he was kind of a beast in that sense. Schalke learn to score, learn to play some defense, wake up, football's back, and you guys are still in quarantine mode. Pretty much. I don't know. Anything to say about that game, Sal? Like something you liked, something that was funny, something depressing?
Nope. All I know is I woke up to this shit, and in my time it's like 4:30 in the morning. Like, no, guys, no. I mean, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna watch my American players play and try to show off. I expect them to play better, right? If not, I expect you not to be on my national team next time. I don't need a bunch of bums when it comes time for the World Cup, but not this World Cup. I'm talking about when we come here to the United States, because then they're gonna be even more bummy, and we're gonna lose out on home soil early. So fuck that. Yep.
Pretty much, dude. That's it. It makes no sense. Oh wait, did I click it again? No, I didn't click it again. But yes, get that man out of there. I'm tired of seeing him work his ass off for no reward.
With a bunch of bums.
Yeah, man. Freaking horrible. Why is he still there? The man is proving that he's holding it down and no help around him. It's a crying shame. Do they need to get what's his name, Vandervart back or whatever, like to score goals or some shit? Like, I don't get it.
Probably do at this point because it.
Right. It's embarrassing. But yeah, I digress and we proceed. Next game, Sal, second to last game. I'm sure you enjoyed this one.
Oh, I did. It's a repeat of earlier in the season where it was 8-0. And I mean, it was a beautiful 8-0. This time it was 5-0. And I'm disappointed in Timo. He could have had 2 hat tricks in this game. Could have been 6. Could have been 6. But the man is deadly. He is ready for prime time. And
He is.
after listening to ESPN last night, I have more belief that he will not end up at Liverpool because Timo wants a starting spot somewhere. He's not going to get it at Liverpool. He's going to have to fight for that starting spot. So great. Don't go to Liverpool. I don't want to have to hate you when I like you that much. Stay at Leipzig. Stay at Leipzig another year, another 2 years. Refine yourself. That to me is the best advice I can give to any young player. You look at the best. Cristiano, how many years did he spend at United? Won a Champions League, right? At United. Won the Premier League a couple times.
In the FA Cup.
Yep, exactly. You're at Leipzig. You're knocking at the door of winning a Bundesliga. They just need to add 1 or 2 pieces around you. And I shouldn't be liking Leipzig because it's like oil money, but it's Red Bull money at this point. They could buy players. Leipzig can go off and say, you know what? I'm going to buy this defender. I'm going to buy this defender. I'm going to buy maybe this midfielder just to sure up, you know? Boom. Next thing you know, you're challenging Bayern. You're challenging Dortmund again, but probably even beating them to take that extra step. Stay, win the Bundesliga, then transfer to Italy. I'm saying go to Italy, Timo. Go to Italy.
You think he should go that way?
I think so. I think because Cristiano's getting up there in age, and I'm looking at all the strikers in the world right now who can be replaced by a talent such as Timo. Haaland, I believe, is going to end up sooner or later at United. Mbappe is going to end up at Madrid sooner or later. I mean, Barcelona, who are they going to get? I mean, we don't even know what they're thinking of doing at this point. Yeah. So I think if all signs point, Juventus are there, Inter are there. One of those 2 teams are going to want to swoop in and buy him out, and it's going to be a guaranteed spot for him. So
I kind of would like to see him bring back AC Milan from the depths of hell, to be honest. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be a good one, especially with Ibra having a Achilles injury. So if you guys don't actually follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle's down here somewhere. But, you know, I think Father Time is
right at it.
Yeah, Father Time has already beaten Ibrahimovic. And as much as I love Ibra, time to move on, my friend. Time to hang up those boots. Say goodbye to the game. Timo's ready for a team. Where?
But do you think he should how many more seasons should he stay at Leipzig?
2, maybe 3 at most. I would say stay 3, and if in that 3rd season you get the transfer during the winter, take the transfer in the winter, just like Haaland did, because I'm sure at that point like I said, he's ready for it, but I just don't think that he should go to a big name club at any of this point. We've seen De Jong and who else am I thinking from Ajax? Who moved? De Ligt.
De Ligt.
Yeah, De Jong and De Ligt moved. And what have they done so far?
Well, I think De Jong has had a better season than De Ligt.
True, but they should have stayed at Ajax at least 1 more year. I think Ziyech moving to Chelsea right now for the next season will be better for him. But we're seeing players try to move to bigger clubs at an early age when they're not ready. And that's what I look at Timo. Timo's not that young per se, but he should just stay and refine his skill. And I'll say the same about Erling Haaland. Stay at Dortmund at least another year, another 2 years before you move. You'll be ready.
I don't mind. The thing is, I don't remember the Bundesliga table of last year, but was Leipzig even close to winning the title?
No.
So basically, with what they have shown this season, Red Bull should probably really consider the idea that you put in place, like grab a couple players, shore up a couple spots in the team, and see if you actually can make a better run the next 2 seasons. And in that sense, you probably might keep Timo even longer.
Exactly.
And
I
you
mean
and
that.
you made what, UCL? So, and they're still in it if that even picks back up. So
If UCL picks back up, you look at the teams and the French teams. Let's just put it this way: they're gonna suck because they're not gonna have enough time to actually get into a rhythm. So whoever ends up playing Lyon and PSG are probably gonna automatic berth into. Well, Lyon still has to win their way into the next round, right?
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So whoever picks up PSG is gonna have an easy route, basically, because PSG are gonna be in vacation mode still. So if Leipzig somehow end up with PSG, you got a top four berth right there. Into, I mean, what more can you ask? And they end up facing City in the last four. I still would pick Leipzig over City because City has no defense at this point in time. So they have a chance to go to that next level. Keep Timo somehow. Throw more money at him. Do something to entice him. Tell him, you go anywhere else, you're not going to get a top spot. You're not going to be starting every day. Do something. Hang on to the man. Win the Bundesliga at least once. Maybe win a UCL at least once. Then you let him go for $100 million and you find his replacement somewhere along the way.
Yeah, pretty much. Because if he goes to the Premier League, he's what, at a mid-table team, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Because Tottenham have Harry Kane. Yeah, they don't have anybody behind him, but he doesn't want to sit on the bench to wait for Harry Kane to get injured again. Chelsea has Tammy and whoever comes up after him, and then Liverpool has theirs. Man United has Martial. So you know, what are you gonna go to? A Wolves?
No, wait. We should put this Newcastle. Newcastle has that money coming in, that oil money coming in.
Well, they have the money coming in, but they haven't put anything on the field yet. So that's yet to be seen. And like, are they going to be able to grab that many players to make a difference?
From what I've read, there's an exception to the financial fair play rules, and I
Go
guess
figure.
this was added way after the fact, so City can't apply for this type of bullshit. But there's an exception for 3 years where where the team has to make up that money somehow later on. If Newcastle can pull somehow the coup out of all this, Pochettino comes in a coach, you somehow end up getting a Koulibaly, or who knows who the hell you get at this point, but you actually buy your way into the Premier League. Could I see Timo saying, I'll just go to Newcastle? That's a stronger possibility at this point, but like you said, Mario, it's still too early to call Newcastle.
Yeah, it's enticing. Like, the news was pretty cool. I like the fact that we get to see maybe the Newcastle of old in the Premier League. So that's interesting. But yeah, we'll see. Timo, I guess that could be a landing spot, but I don't know. I kind of like your idea. See Timo spend a couple more seasons at at Leipzig, and the Serie A is actually very very good league to be in. So that would probably be pretty good. But yeah, so man of match is none other than Timo, hat trick. 90% pass success. So pretty intense as a striker. I don't know how many passes exactly he made. It could have been, I don't know, 10 and just made 9, But at the end of the day, for that position, that goes to show you got probably a pretty decent hold up play, and you distribute the ball to create the play continuation. And he completed 10 dribbles, so the man has good footwork. And that's why me and Sal would pick Timo Werner over Kai Havertz when we're building a team. All right, and the last game of match day 27 goes to none other than the GOAT, FC Cologne and Fortuna Dusseldorf. And I don't know, ended the match day, I guess, nicely. 4 goals. You can't complain.
No, I mean, Cologne fought their way back.
Yeah. Made it interesting.
Mhm.
So I have noticed that our boy Zach Steffen does not play or does not even go on the bench. Is because I realized that today because I didn't watch the game. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch the game. But is there a reason as to why that you might know of?
No, no reason at all. I
Uh,
mean, I you
I
know,
might I'm
so
gonna have to hit up Young Leg about it then.
somehow I feel certain players shouldn't be moving to Europe, especially if you know a starting spot or at least getting some kind of regular play will be hard to get. But with the games coming as they are in the Bundesliga, left, right, left, right, left, right, we might see him on the bench or even starting at any point during these next few weeks. So,
But but didn't he get some starts before all this happened? Like the cancellation and or the suspension of the season.
I'm trying to think.
I could have sworn that he had some starts.
I had like 2 or 3 starts, I think. Probably. And we have to hit up
Okay.
Young Leg at this point. Just to like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get. Well, the game was a 2-2 draw. Man of the match is another central defender. Uh, Leisner is his name. 88% pass success, which is pretty decent for a central defender. 11 aerial duels won and 2 tackles by the man, and that is a central defender from FC Cologne, the GOAT. And that concludes match day 27, and we go into our predictions for match day 28, which is tomorrow. And Sal, what a game do we have on our hands?
They're Klassiker, folks. They're Klassiker. Let's go.
What shirt are you wearing tomorrow?
Bam.
All right, there you go. Thank you.
It has
Thank
to
you.
be.
Goodness.
It has to be. I think for as much as Bayern has been doing great, and I love Alfonso. I think no one else in CONCACAF is on Alfonso's level at this point in time. But I just think that Haaland, Sancho will be too much to prove. Not only that, you have fullbacks that are just running wild at this point in time with Dortmund. The only concern I have is the defense. Dortmund's defense is shoddy, and it is just craptastic at this point. But that doesn't matter when you score goals, and Dortmund score goals at this point.
Goals. Yep.
You just have to make sure Lewandowski and Mueller and Davies are somehow nullified. And it's probably easier to nullify Mueller and Davies. I would let Robert Lewandowski have his way all the time because he needs to receive the ball in order to make something happen. I'll let him run around on top all he wants, but unless he's getting that service.
Yeah, so basically if you stop Mueller and Alfonso Davies, what can Lewandowski really do to your team?
Exactly.
So, but you got to keep in mind, Kingsley Coleman did have himself a game this last game against Frankfurt, but then again, it is Frankfurt. And they don't have Guerrero and Hakimi as fullbacks. So, but the central defenders on Borussia Dortmund, on Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, you would want a little bit better, but you'll take it. If that's all you really have, and that's all they have. I'm excited to see the Sancho Alfonso matchup. That to me going to be very interesting. Lewandowski versus Hummels, I guess you can kind of say.
Yeah.
They both played on Dortmund. They went to Munich together. Then Hummels goes back, and there's a little story there. I don't think it's like the finest of stories. Yeah, but it's something that you can look at. So like it's kind of like saying like Hummels knows Lewandowski's ways in a sense. You know what I'm saying? He's been with him in two teams. Now he's playing against him. So yeah, like you got that. I don't know, man. Can Holland score on Bayern? Um, is
I think he can.
Oregon gonna have another great game?
See,
You know?
my X factor is Thomas Mueller, because before Hansi Flick took over, he was almost forgotten. It was okay. We have to find Mueller's replacement right away. But now, since Hansi Flick took over, we're seeing a Mueller that, from old, we're seeing a national team Mueller. We're seeing him basically serve out and dish out like he used to.
Like you used to.
That's the X factor. Contain the X factor. The others have to play around. Easy for Dortmund to do in writing, but
Yeah,
on the field though, that's a whole different,
different story. And you can kind of hope that Dortmund continues their counterattacking ways. Can Bayern find a way to nullify that? Um, there's a lot of questions. It's just a great game, and it's sweet that we have a classical type game that that's like right on the cards, like right away as soon as football got back onto the main stage, and it's basically on the main stage because what other sport out there that really is going to captivate all this attention as the game that we have tomorrow. Um, so yeah, do you have a score line?
3-2. It's gonna be one of those games where there will be goals, and I'm gonna say one red card.
Ooh, damn! It's one of those games.
Yeah, we'll say it's one of those.
All right, all right. I'm gonna pull a old classic Mario on this one, man. I want it to be a Dortmund win. Like in my heart, I want it to be a Dortmund win, but the teams are so good. It's just like it's like one of those clashes. It's just it's not budging one way or the other. It's just doing deadlock.
A Dortmund win or a draw basically settles this game at 2 points, right? So whoever it's either Dortmund are behind one or Dortmund are behind two, right?
No, they'll be the same. Dortmund are behind 4 still because they'll go to 64.
Oh,
I mean 62, and Dortmund goes to 58. So it's still.
So either way, yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Dortmund. I want Dortmund to win, but it's just the matchup itself and all the variables that come to it. It's hard to just sway one way or another. But my heart feels one way, but statistically, I just fall to a draw. And then once we have the Klassiker, I guess you can say the games are. I don't know if there are any games that are like something crazy. But we have Frankfurt and Freiburg.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you have?
Frankfurt. I'll give Frankfurt the win this time around. I think they're due for a good win. 2-1.
What's your 2-1? All right. Well, I also went with Frankfurt on this one, and I based on the fact that they're not doing like super great or super crazy, I did give them a 3-1 scoreline win. So fingers crossed, maybe they can pull that off. Even a 2-1 that you picked, I'll take it. But I did give them a 3-1 win. And then we have Bremen and the beautiful sounding Mönchengladbach. I'm probably saying that super wrong, but I love it. It's the way I say it. Screw you. Not you, Sal, but whoever wants to criticize. Who do you got here, my man?
I have Mönchengladbach getting back to the winning ways. I'm going to give them 4-1.
Damn, you really give them a winning ways. I'm going to go the same. The boys Gladbach. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 scoreline though, a little bit closer. They did win 3-1, lost what 3-1, right?
Yep.
So they know how to score, and then they forget how to defend. I think this weekend they know how to, or this week they know how to score and how to defend, and so they win on a nice 2-1 scale. Um, and then we have Leverkusen and Wolfsburg, which you happen to be sporting right now. I'm gonna give a 3-2 win to Bayern Leverkusen.
I am gonna pull a Mario on this one. 2-2.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go 2-2. Yes,
I can see that. That's why I kind of went 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, Wolfsburg have it in that they're a little flaky up and down, but I do feel that they can compete with Leverkusen, and I don't think that Kai can get through that defense as easy as he did before. So
Okay,
we'll go 2-2.
2-2. All right. Okay, 3-2. All right, so we got that game. And then we have two winners from this past match day. Going head to head, we have Leipzig and Hertha Berlin. We did mention something about this earlier. I said Berlin hits that wall, which is Red Bull, and they hit it hard. I'm going to say a 4-1 win for Red Bull Leipzig.
I'll say the same. 4-1 win for Leipzig. A brace for Timo. Because I believe I said last week he was getting a hat trick, and he got a hat trick. So this time I'm saying the brace. Let's go.
Okay.
2 for Timo.
All right. And then I wouldn't disagree with that. A brace, even a goal for Timo. Keep it going. So yeah, 4-1 for both of us. So hey, round of applause on that one. Okay, Hoffenheim and the GOAT, FC Cologne. You see, like, I don't know. Some people say clone.
Cologne.
And some people say cologne. Yeah, like cologne, like the shit we wear.
Like Carlos Colon.
Or like just cologne. Like, hey, you got some cologne I can spray on myself? Like
you got some goat I can spray on my.
Like, I smell like FC goat. Don't worry, girl. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with the goat. I think we decided last week that we're gonna pick the goat.
Yeah, going from now on, we're just gonna pick the goats to win whoever they play against. So let's go.
Yeah, the goats. I'm gonna go with them 2-1 against Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim hasn't really shown much, and they tied to Paderborn. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goats 2-1. What we got next? Well, go figure. Fortuna Dusseldorf and Schalke. What time is this game? Just so I can laugh.
11:30 my time. So.
So it's pretty late on for me. It doesn't even say 14:30, so 2:30 for me. I don't even have to be half asleep. I can watch it and be pissed, or be awake and be pissed. Yeah. Anyways, Fortuna Dusseldorf 3-0 versus okay. That's my prediction.
Man. So let's see. The last 3 games have been for Dusseldorf. Loss, draw, and a draw. Man, I'm gonna give Dusseldorf the win 2-0. I'm gonna keep with that theme. Schalke lost 4-0. They lost 3-0. Let's go 2-0.
Okay. I'm going with the 3-0, so they get 10 goals scored on them in 3 games. And they look like superb non-defenders because that's what they're showing. And then we have the winners against the previous Schalke winners, Augsburg versus Paderborn. Paderborn, I'm sorry, I know you love your draws and it's cool and you're just cruising, you got the cruise. But you're going to have to hit the brake and that cruise is going to have to end. You're going to lose 2-1 to Augsburg.
2-0 to Augsburg.
Oh, you don't even get them scoring this time. So, all right. And then the last game of match day 28, we have Union Berlin and Mainz, which I believe Mainz has a draw and a loss in the first two games of the return.
No, both draws.
Oh, both draws?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Last 3 games of draws.
Oh yeah, Cologne. Yeah, Cologne. And then where the hell is the other game? Oh, I'm off. Hold on. Yeah, draw. Wait, what? Where are they? No, they just lost. A draw and a loss. They lost to Leipzig.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, so no, so the last 2 games are you're right.
Did I say draw? I think I said draw.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, my bad, my fault. So okay, they drew to the Goats. So the Goats have 2 back-to-back 2-2 draws, and then the Leipzig beats Mainz. Okay, so Mainz, I'm sorry, you're gonna continue on this losing streak. Union Berlin has to get 3 points some way somehow. They're sliding down the table slowly but surely. I'm gonna give Union a 2-1 win. Last week I had them as a joke, but I kind of really want them to win. We need them to stay up. So yes, Union Berlin 2-1.
They're playing at Union, so 3-1. I think Union has it in them. I think last week was just one of those games that they just couldn't compete against a Hertha Berlin that probably was a bit better. So, but this time they got Mainz 3-1.
And they only lost 2-0 to Bayern in their first game back. So you know they did better than Frankfurt.
Yep.
So I think they do have it in them, and they're, like you said, yes, they are playing at home. They get the dub, and that is our predictions for match day 28. Thank you guys for joining us on this long session. It is long because we had to cover the weekend, then go into what's coming tomorrow and Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Tomorrow, Wednesday.
Yep.
And then we'll be back Thursday, and then we'll be right back again Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Do we have a game on Monday?
We do have a game on Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. No. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
The Goats. We made a rule. We made a rule. Goats all the time. Are we gonna pick them? Okay, we'll figure it out on the next one.
We'll figure it out at that one. We'll figure it out on that day.
We'll decide on the next show if we're gonna stick with the Goats. All right. So thank you everybody for watching, or listening or whatnot. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a good rest of your night if you're listening at night. Rest of your day, rest of your afternoon. So be it. And I told Jay I was gonna do his outro, but I don't know it. So there you go, Jay. You're welcome. No, but the whole deal is we're gonna continue bringing the content and more content because the Bundesliga is here and La Liga is coming back. So you're gonna be hearing a lot out of my mouth on that subject. So there you go. Oh, I was looking for that. I was like, I thought we had something. So yes, content. Follow me at FieldTalk Benzi. Follow Sal at Sal Talk Soccer. And is it at FieldTalk Just? Right?
Yeah, at
FieldTalk _ Just?
At FieldTalk _ Just. No, at FieldTalk. Yeah. Wait. I'll let you know right now. Hold up. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Man. We are friends on Twitter, people.
Yeah, we are. We just
don't know this by memory.
FieldTalk Just _ Bam.
Underscore. Okay, I knew there was an underscore, but I don't even remember where it was. Okay, anyways. But yeah, you see mine right here at FieldTalk _ Benzi because the boy Benzema's coming back. El Gato number 9. All right, I'm getting too crazy. All right, people, enjoy the rest of your day and all that stuff. Oh, there you go. Sal always has to throw that in there for you guys. We still haven't made a thread on the hashtag F that you have.
It's on my profile. It's on my header.
Oh, okay, there we go.
They're all lining up on my header eventually. So that's you, City. That's you, Liverpool. That's you, Spurs. That's you, San Jose.
LAFC,
Bunch of farm
and
animals.
the LA Galaxy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, got him. I just had to do that. I wanted to see your reaction. All right, people, enjoy. What happened?
Got rid of my Nigerian R9.
Yes, I know I did. I did on purpose. All right, so you guys take it easy. We'll see you on the next one. And Sal is going to say goodbye now. So have fun, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
Bye.
Get this out of here.